Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I hope y'all doing great. I am doing okay. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a die cutting as well as some box making, and we're going to do a book as well. So I hope you're ready for that. Right now I'm just running this through just to do a test cut before we venture into the unknown, the abyss. So I had bought my current workstation. And I thought it would be a little bit more stable. This machine is squeaky. But I thought it'd be a little I thought it was gonna be more stable, but it shakes, so we just gotta get through that. So what I was testing, I don't have a lot of double-sided paper. So what I was testing is some of my 6x6 papers and just some random scraps I had because I wanted to show you all what you could do with some of your less desirable paper. So we'll get to that at a later point, I think. But for now, I'm just going to cut a few, and I thought this would be, I feel that this is really pretty. Really, really pretty. And then we just cut out this. So I have butterflies on the mine. I am hoping that it attempts to warm up some because I don't know how much more of the cold weather I can take, honestly. I guess I'll just have to deal with it. But over time, you kind of get tired of it. I'm assuming that's why people have the winter blues. Because you're stuck in the house, you have to do all this cold weather situational things. Now, don't get me wrong, I prefer cold over heat. You can always add more layers, but once you get to that last layer of skin, you can't take anything off when it comes to being hot or overheating. So as you can see, this was and I tore it. This was a double-sided die. I should have put something in between, like a little wax paper, as people say, but I'm okay that it tore a little bit. No big deal. No big deal at all. So we got this going on. And just want to see how it will look. Like you can decide whether or not you want to use this side or the other side. I want to use some stamps. I want to make some cards. Good morning, Nix. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to run this down. Some dies, some butterfly dies. And I don't have a lot of butterfly dies that I can find. But I don't know. I thought I had some. They're probably like in packages with like a stamp and die set. So I'll have to look at my inventory list and see. But I don't really have things separated like that. Like I don't have like nature. I just have like nautical Christmas things that I tend to use more and more. I have separated a little bit better. So yeah, this die, I've used this die before. This paper is thick. Just poking out these excess. I thought that would be fun to try out and see instead of like coloring it up, which I mean, if you want to color it up, you definitely can do that as well. But I just want to run this through because I want to make some cards, and I have a whole laundry list of things I want to do. So we're gonna go ahead and just work on all of them and get started. So the first thing I want to do is talk to you about. No, I'm not influencing you to go buy it. First of all, good morning, ma'am. Hope you're doing well, Samara. These things that you can get from after the packaging and trash. You can get these from what's that store called? Joy and Fabrics. They used to have the dollar spot now, and then it went to the $1.99, and now it's the $2.49. I always wait till it goes on sale before I go out and buy it. I try to at least. Sometimes you can't, but I recommend getting more for your money. I'm not saying don't spend your money. I'm just saying let's get more with the money that we have. because everything is going up except for paychecks lately. So let's get this party started. All right, so I want to talk to you about decoupage. I have 3 or 4 ideas in mind, and I think what I'll do is show the project on how to do it off camera. And if you all want to do it on camera, then we'll do some on camera decoupaging. But as it stands right now, the plan is to do just some videos. So pull out your sentiment dies if you have any, because today we're getting sentimental. All right. So it says, "You are my sunshine." You see how they just have this card, kind of plain. And I was like, well, let's see what we can do. So I got this die and then this sun. So it's a rainbow and a sun. This is unbranded. And then we have a branded one. And I feel like this one is not going to be as cool as this one. So let's see. Of course, you can spend your money how you want to spend your money. You want to, whatever makes you happiest. Do what makes you happiest. So I went to the doctor yesterday because I still, I was feeling better and then I wasn't feeling better. I was like, it's time to seek professional help. And right now with the pandemic being the thing that's on people's mind, yeah, I think this one is better. Now I do like the sun, but then it also has this snowflake and a cloud. So we're gonna just put this right back in and move on. We're gonna run this through a few times so we can get a good, nice rainbow. I do have my little cloud die, so if we need to run the cloud through, we can do that. And I was thinking that we can make like some grass. So first we'll just cut off this a few times. So yeah, I went to the doctor yesterday because I was like, I need professional help. I'm not getting any better, et cetera, et cetera. I told my uncle, because you all know I've been sick for it seemed like forever, since like December, right? And I had told my uncle, he was like, you need to go get tested for COVID, right? Because that's what everyone wants to give you, a deadly disease that you may not be able to recover from. So we need red. Of course, I don't have any red, even though this is a rainbow paper. This is red, because we're doing Roy G. Biv, right? Red, orange. We don't have orange. Let's just do a little green. I haven't seen these things back in the store in a while. Blue. Went that other day looking for something. Let's do purple. I just broke my nail off, so let's use that. Yellow. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We really do need that orange, don't we? We do. We really do. We need orange. Orange needs to come to the office. We need you, orange. Let's see. Let me use this paper. So I went to the doctor. I went to the urgent care. Now, mind you, I understand that we are in the middle of a pandemic, so that's why I don't like going to the doctor, because I feel like I have enough training that I could, and Google, right? I have enough training that I could probably figure out what's going on with me with the right Google word searches. But like I said, I had been sick for way too long, so I went to the doctor. My uncle had told me you need to go get tested because he's double vaccinated and booster shotted. And he was like, I think he was thinking that he really couldn't get COVID, or maybe he was like, yeah, I have a better chance of recovering from COVID or whatever, right? And okay. he and we go back and forth on that. I like to mess with him, honestly. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tear these papers first. Now I know a lot of people like you could do all this offline, but I feel like if we're making the card from start to finish, then you need to see the card from start to finish, right? So anyway, when I got tested today, I thought I had strep throat because if you can't tell, my voice sounds a little bit abnormal, and maybe it's just me because I do have stuffiness in my head, and I can't really hear clearly. I'm like, huh, what you say, what you say? So I was like, well, maybe I just have bad allergies right now because of the mountain cedar or whatever we have. But nonetheless, I went to the doctor, and I didn't want to go, but I went to the doctor. You see, one side is, you see that pearly shiny, that's really cool for a dollar store to have it, Dollar General. But from what I understand, they're going to have a new fancy store, a fancier store opening called Pop Shelf. I think I've mentioned that before. I'm excited about going there and seeing all the things they have. It's not open yet, or we would be in there looking. And by we, I mean me sending pictures to y'all saying, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. Anyway, so I went to the doctor. They do a COVID and flu test, right? And they have to do a nasal swab. And the lady's like, we're going to do this 5 times in each nostril. And I'm like, okay. I've used Q-tips in my nose before. Q-tips. I'm not sure what the heck they used yesterday, but it felt like a scraper was scraping all of my nasal mucus membranes out of my body. So it was uncomfortable, and then it started to burn. So now when I blow my nose a little bit, it's like a little, not nothing to be alarmed about, but a little red tinge. That's all. A little bit. So the test come back and it's negative for flu and COVID, right? So I called my uncle and I said, well, since you were trying to give me COVID or whatever, because I've been sick. And he says, well, if you did have COVID, you're cured now because it's been so long. And I'm like, really? Is that what we're sticking with? I was like, the lady said I had the doctor. I shouldn't say the lady. The doctor was just telling me that I have something going on, but it's nothing that antibiotics will fix. So she gave me some cough medicine because at night I can't sleep because I'm coughing, and then I wake up with a sore throat. So it's like a vicious cycle. So she gave me some cough medicine, and then she gave me some steroids. And so, medicine should be done right. I'm cured now. Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, well, of course you're cured now. You wouldn't have it. I'm like, I don't think that's how this. I was like, okay, fine. Because he had been urging me to go, and then I was like, I'm not. I'm fine. I'm not sick or whatever. And I never discuss with my family members like my who I'm voting for or my political thoughts or my thoughts currently on COVID. I never say you should get vaccinated or you shouldn't. I just feel like if you want to get vaccinated, get vaccinated. It shouldn't be a whole social discussion about whether or not you should or should not get vaccinated. So I just choose to be kind of like a troll with him. I'm like, well, like the quote unquote devil's advocate when it comes to that whole statement. But of course, I don't care. If you want to get the shot, get the shot. If you don't, then don't. I mean, it's not me. It's not my arm, right? If we're discussing me, then that's a different story. I'm gonna do these one by one only because they are thick. This paper's thick, and I don't want to ruin it. Now, I would say if you had a bigger machine, not a hand crank, you could use more papers and you could put other dies down. I feel like if you're going to be using your sheets, you should definitely use more um, than one die. But that's just my opinion. So yeah, so I went to get the medication, and then the insurance issue came up, and it was just a big ordeal, to say the least. And I wasn't upset about it. I was just like, you guys are, the pharmacy people were not listening to me about who was going to pay the bill. So I ended up paying $15 and something for the medication because my insurance doesn't cover combined meds, like when you have to make like a slurry or something. And so that's what I got, some cough syrup. And let me tell you, that cough syrup, oh my goodness, is one of the most disgusting medications I've ever tasted in my entire life. Okay. But I am a firm believer that you need to take your medicine so you can get better. So, I took it, and I took my first round of the steroids. It's a pack. You take it for 7 days, and each day you take it at, like, I had to take, this morning it was take 2 tabs before breakfast, and then the next one would be, I think it's like take 1 tab or 2 tabs after lunch, and then the next one is take 1 tab after dinner or before dinner. So it's all higgly piggly, but I'm gonna try to, you know, comply and take it how I'm supposed to take it. Yeah, so when I told my uncle, I think he was being funny. We're gonna try to put these two together just to see. I think he was being funny when he was like, "You're cured now," but I was like, that's not really funny. I didn't find humor in that because he was sick with COVID a couple of weeks ago. I feel like we probably all will get COVID at some point, and then to be poof, be gone, and then it'll just be an annual shot, hopefully, or no shot at all. My friend and I, we kind of hung out yesterday, and she was like, I can't wait till stuff is back to normal. And I'm thinking, we live in Texas. We don't do normal. We do not do normal. We're going to be kind of penny pinching these scraps. I want to save them and just use my paper punches and punch those out. So I hope that everyone is having a good first of the month. I do have some stuff up my sleeve for you all. This is National Craft Month. Can you believe that? No, before you even think it, Nix, I am not doing a daily anything. Not even considering doing a daily thing at all. I do have some stuff up my sleeve though. So I ran this thing through twice, and now they're stuck together really good. So maybe one is better. We'll see though. I was just hoping to try to get it done quicker. So on my Facebook group, I did ask you. So every month I'm doing prompts, nothing major. If you're a crafter, then it's whatever you're making, right? But it does have some details like different colors and stuff like that. So for this month, since it's National Scrapbook, I just said please share your makes with us. So I'll be putting more pictures up. What I tend not to do, because I feel like it's kind of cheaty, even though it's not, is like when I'm crafting for the month and I have to make videos ahead of time, I don't want to share those pictures until after the video, and then I forget because my brain is super amazing for remembering things. But yeah, Nix, no, we're not doing that, not this time, because I feel like if I the big roommate was like, you've been talking too much. That's why your voice is gone. So I don't want to overexert myself. But I do have some things planned. And I did want to do, which I still probably will do it. But I want to do it the whole year. But I haven't been able to do it because, whenever I plan to do something, I get sick behind it. So, just so you know, I'm not doing Crater. I don't plan on doing Crater this April either. And next week is spring break for us. So my little guy will be home next Tuesday and Friday. Pray for me, please. So we're just going to poke this out. And then I don't know if I'll be on. I'll try to be on. We'll see. You'll just have to hear him in the background. Mommy, can I have a... I could make him stay up, well, not make, let him stay up super late on Monday night, right? And so he'll wake up super late on Tuesday morning. But no, I want to try to keep his, oh, that's just great. I want to try to keep his schedule the same. One of my blues flew away, literally flew away. So that's not good. This is kind of the boring part. Thank you. You'll see when your little guy starts school, unless you plan on homeschooling him, and then I'll be praying for you. I wonder if I can get away with 3 of these now. Let's try. We're getting bolder and bolder. This little Gemini mini is very good. I think that you know, it does get the job done. Yeah. Just pray that he doesn't add another wrinkle to the wrinkles that I have or another strand of white hair. Because lately, so over the weekend he fell. He was climbing up on the counter, and which he shouldn't have been. You're probably like, why was he on the counter? Um, I'll tell you the answer he gave me. I don't know. So I can't really help you with why he was doing that. But my son was climbing on the counter. Yeah, see, the purple didn't get cut. If I would have ran it back, maybe it would have got cut, but it didn't. Didn't cut out all the way. And that's okay. Lesson learned. Oh, wait, because I ran 4. Oh, 3, no. I was about to get excited, but that wasn't the real reason to be excited. So I watched someone do something, so I'm going to try to do that today. You know, I if you are selling your punches, that would be something that I would be interested in. I really think punches are probably one of the better inventions for crafting that we don't take advantage of because they're so big and bulky. Whereas you have a die that's small and more useful, but the punches, I mean, you don't have to do that. You just punch the paper, you go. But they are in the way because there's so many, so much, and you're like, why? What's going on? Why do I have so much? All right, so let's see. We just got this red, and then we'll be done. Now this is not, I've never been really good at this, going back through and cutting it. It just does not always work for me. But today we're gonna try it out because today is a day of trying new things. Not really, but I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I did that. I went through some of my stuff the other day, and I was like, this is in reference to Nyx and her punches. I was like, why'd you buy all this stuff? Are you ever gonna use it? Like I have a lot of yarn because at first I wasn't a paper crafter. I was just a yarn. Well, put them in that box that we discussed, and you'll have them. But if you do decide to sell them, I would be interested in seeing what you have because I'm looking for basic shapes and I'm looking for multiple sizes of basic shapes. Like I want to take, like I have my circle punches, and I want to punch out a bunch of circle punches in different sizes, and then just put a circle and a circle and a circle and a circle like that, like kind of like this with these, and just layer them in. Because I want to do some, even though I'm not the best card maker, I do want to do some basic card making crafts, so people that have the basics could participate. I'm always thinking when I do like certain things, I'm always like, okay, what if, crafter A doesn't have what crafter B has? Because I think that's, we discussed this last week about the craft companies. What they tend to do is just continuously put out new material, and they're, in my opinion, they're alienating people because they're study releasing new stuff, and then you don't get a chance to use your stuff, etc., etc. I'm gonna run this back once more because we want all the layers to cut out. You know what? I agree. That's how I feel about my stamps. I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. But I will say that I have gotten rid of some stamps that I was just like, why would you ever? Like, why would I buy that? At the end of the day, I'm like, why did you buy this? So yeah, 3 will not go through for nothing. Just 2. I feel I would I'm guilty of that with markers. But I like to use my markers. I have some color pencils that I purchased because of Poet Spice, and she had asked one of the videos I had did. She asked me had I bought them. I was like, no, I never even heard of them. And so I found them. I got a notification, and I got them at a really really good deal. I haven't even used them yet. So I had looked them up when she first mentioned them. They were like too much money. And so now I'm like, I went and found them again. I was like, "Ooh, that's a good deal." All right, so now we're gonna just get some paper out. I think we're gonna use these colors. Let's get some pattern paper. And I think I want to try to do some contrasting colors. So we're gonna get like solids and then print. So we got these. And now pull out our paper cutter. And we're gonna make these 4.5 by 5, 4.25 by 5.5 size papers. So let's pull out another yellow sheet. Now I've seen the professionals do this, and I am by no means a professional card maker. So I'm hoping that this works for us like it works for them. You have only missed me telling Nyx no. That's all. Hello, Velez. Hopefully you're doing well today. You only missed me telling Nyx I wouldn't be doing something. So basically, I was like, I'm not doing it. Don't ask, and she just laughed. So we take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and we're gonna make a solid card base. Oh, look at you! What were you sorting? What were you cutting and making? You know, I would say probably a lot of us are in that category. Nyx is like, there's nothing to see here. Keep it moving, people. Keep it moving. I just told her that I wasn't going to do something that I knew she would probably want me to do. And then she said that she has an unhealthy relationship with her paper punches, and I approve that message because I can relate. Now I'm not sure if this colors. I thought they would match in my head, but I'm not sure if they're actually looking good now together or not. Let's see. Which I think. So this is yellow, and this is like a greeny color. Yeah, I told her I wasn't doing it. So don't ask. Look, but other than that, you didn't miss anything. All right, so we got this. Oh, I didn't drop something. We got that. Yeah. That is so cool, Willis. I like landscape pieces like that, what you just said. I really enjoy doing them. So I have never done this, what I'm about to try and do. So please bear with me. So these card bases come from Hobby Lobby. I was influenced by always being influenced, right? I was influenced by Tanya from Memory Lane Keepsakes. I had watched her do a haul maybe last year, and she was showing how she said she needed some more card bases, and she got those. And I was like, I need some card bases too, but I really didn't need any card bases. I was just like, yes, I gotta have them, and we're gonna use them today, y'all. All right, so where am I going? Over here. I can't work. All right. So I'm just going to rescore this. Now, good morning, Heather. Hopefully you're doing well. This is a short card. This is 8 inches by 5.5. So I think whoever was working the cutting board that day. Nope, I just can't read. It says it on paper. Who makes a card that short? Like, really, seriously, who makes cards that dang short? All right, so we're going to move this out the way because we can't use that. I'm going to go ahead and score this. I don't know at this point, Celeste. I want to make a card, but it's not looking too good for me. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but that's the goal. I'm going to make a flip back card, hopefully. I'm just going to use some paper that's 8.5 by 11 ish and score it. We got 2 card bases now. Okay. So we're just going to score this at 4.25. Okay. Turn this over and score it again. Same thing. So then it should fold over. This should match up. All right. Because it did. All right, so now we're going to score this at 2 1/8. So I want our fold over card. We're going to fold that, score it at 2 1/8. You can score it whatever you want. If you have these card bases even, like I said, if this was 6 inches, you score it at 3. But since I was 4.25, because we're making a basic A2 American size card, I'm going to score it at 2 1/8. All right. And then it's going to fold just like that. And it should stand weird like that. Yeah, I think this is what I saw that lady do. Just gonna score that. You know what? I would be like, do you want the sale or what? I I can't. I like these stashes or sales better than live stream sales because I want so much, and I feel like, I mean, where am I gonna put all that junk for one? And then I don't want, some people. She's like, so did she sell it to you, or did she change her mind about it? I think I did this wrong. I think no, maybe not. We're gonna go with it anyway. We're gonna stick with it anyway. Okay. Yep, we're gonna stick with it anyway. But we need to focus on the sunshine card because this will not fit the sunshine card at all. It's too small for what I want to do. I, I mm, I'm a just I'm not gonna say my normal response to someone saying that they see you selling stuff and why would you buy? Why are you buying stuff? Because I want to. Is probably not the appropriate answer you tell people, right? Like, I don't know. Does that matter if you're selling your junk? I don't know. Yeah, I like live sales only for like I've I've seen people go live and I've left the house and came back and they're still live selling stuff. Those are those like round robin t- uh, shoot type things where it's a lot of ladies on there selling their stuff. You know what? At this point, I don't even know if we're gonna make a card today because this is not going according to plan. Listen, I was like, I think it was the other day she had the papers. I was like, I want all of those. I was like, no, 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 no. Because sometimes as an adult, you have to tell yourself, no, go sit down. I said, sit down. You can't have it. But I really want it. Yeah. And my thing is, I'm always like, do you have any Julie Nutting doll stamps? Okay, no. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. It's always my thought. I'm like, I'm not here for anything else, just some Julie Nutting stuff. Or other stamps that I don't have in my collection. That's probably not a good thing to do and think. Like I feel like I don't know. Sometimes the live sales, like I said, I don't really enjoy them because they're a bit long. We just cut in paper. I hope y'all have plenty of paper to ruin, like I'm doing right now. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Are y'all ready? Tomorrow is March 2nd, my mom's birthday. And it's my 2-year wedding anniversary. And I'm not buying a big room at anything. Shh, don't tell anybody though. Because when you ask people what they want, they say nothing. I'm about that life this year. Like if I ask you what you want and you say nothing, okay, you're not getting anything. I always be like, I didn't say I don't want anything. All right, here we go. Yeah. I'm using what are these? My Mind's Eye. Yep, that just happened. Card bases. I'm gonna crease this down. We're gonna try to get 4 cards, I think, out of this. Or not, because I just threw something on the floor over there. So we'll see what. And my desk is wonky underneath, so no, I'm not. I'm tired of wrecking my brain trying to find stuff, and then you know, I told you I didn't want anything. Well, that's not how love and life works. You're supposed to buy something, in my past I was like, I'll get you something anyway. And now I'm like, nope. Okay, you don't want nothing good. Okay, good. I can save this money. I can go buy me something. I'm gonna buy me some paper from Michael's or something. From the $1.25 tree. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this off. So remember last Friday we did a live stream. Oh, and the little guy's out of school this Friday too. So we'll see how this live stream goes on Friday. I don't want Copper to get me on YouTube to get me because there might be a kid in the background. So we'll see. So that was I saying last Friday. Oh, last Friday we made those beads and I finished making them. And I set the bead tray to the side and went on about my day and I knocked them all over. So this says sunshine. Yep, I knocked them all over. All of them. All of them. When I say all of them, all of them. And my son, he went to pick them up, right? And he was tossing them everywhere. Now the beads are all over the place. All over the place. Yeah. And so like this is a desk. It's like 36 by something. So to the right, which is my left, but to the right, it's a computer and a shelf, and I can't get to that. And then to the left, I have boxes. So I can't get to any of them like I would normally get to them. So yeah, it's beads everywhere. I'm just like, I don't want to crush the beads because those beads. I like my beads, so I don't want to crush them. But yeah, I'll get them. I'm probably gonna end up getting them today because I have to move some stuff around. Yeah, I'm like, dude. But this weekend he was being mischievous and he was trying to get up on the counter and he fell and hurt his back. It's not funny that he fell and hurt his back. The funny part is that I asked him what he did and he was like, nothing. But he couldn't stand up and walk because, like he hit his back. So I did an assessment on him because, mind you, I used to be in the medical profession before I stopped working. And it's no broken bones, anything. Just has some sore muscles and probably some hurt feelings if I were to guess what was wrong with him. But, he's getting better over time. Like he can lift his leg up. He can get into more stuff because yesterday he was getting into something. So I had originally moved my computer area to the front of the house and I can't see him from the front of the house. So I'm going to have to play in the daytime before he gets home from school and then just sit in the living room and tell him, no, stop. Don't mess with that. Stop the rest of the day until he goes to bed. So now we'll be back on our really strict timeline of nighttime versus not. So I was thinking this would be really cool on this color How about now? Oh, Lord. I apologize. That should not happen again today. That is my dumb butt. Great. So I think orange would go well right here because we're going to stamp directly on this paper. I think this is 2 inches. Can we get? So I had to cough, right? And I muted myself. And then I bumped the mouse. So I coughed, came off mute. I muted, coughed, came off mute, bumped the mouse, and went back on mute. So I've moved the mouse cursor to another location. So we should be good for the rest of the time. Unless I have to cough again. And then we might be in trouble. So we got 4 cards. If you wanted to, you can definitely do a background or a drop shadow. You can do this twice and then, or 3 or 4 times and layer these up and do whatever you like with them. We won't be doing it today. I do think maybe we need a black sheet of paper to go behind it, but we'll see how it looks. Let's just run this, roll that beautiful bean footage, right? So remember last week when I was telling y'all about the hand crank machines that use the folder system? This is the only thing I don't like. This folder is brand new today. I just took it out the package and it's already folding over. So you're supposed to, each time you do it, you are supposed to turn it inside out like that. But now you can see that it's curved. And if you put your die on this side of the curving, it doesn't respond well. So you just have to be mindful of that if you want this. Now I do like the desk or handheld little spots because it makes it easier to use. But in general, no. Now this side of the eye. Are you serious? Oh Lord. I hate dies like this. We probably won't use that. We'll use a gem or something. It'll be a lot easier than that little bitty thing. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. If I put my die on this part, you see how the die is sitting out? That means that when we run it through, it's going to curve our die, and we don't want the die to be curved or bent. And maybe you do. If you want that aesthetic, then do it. Go for it. I don't want mine like that. One day we're gonna get something created. I promise you, we're gonna get all the things created that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I think I said lots of scraps. No, I'm joking. But we do have lots of scraps and just junk everywhere. Yes, ma'am. I agree 100%. That little dot is not very useful. But some people run their dies through on, the machine with the glue, Xyron, and the machine with the glue, sticky stuff, yeah. And it sticks on there. But I think, I don't know. Some things I'm not cut out for. I'm not built. I don't have a lot of good patience with the little spots and dies. But other people I've seen, like sometimes when I'm watching crafters create, I'm like, I didn't get that at the art at the craft school I went to. Like, I don't know how to do that. How'd you get it done and stuff like that. And I think for me, I enjoy not knowing some things. I like to try and figure it out myself because it just makes me happy knowing that I figured something out without needing help. I've always been kind of like, let me look at it a few times and see if I can't do it. But measurements are fun. Fussy cutting is amazing. All that good stuff. Not really, but we're gonna say it is. All right. Now we should be able to make some cards. I think we just need to stamp it out. If your craft desk does not look a mess after you finish, or in the process, I say, not after, but in the process, what are you doing? Are you even crafting? Like, how can you be a painter and not have paint drops everywhere? I'm just asking. I'm not judging if you guys are neat crafters. I just can't. I aspire to be like you one day, right? I love die cutting. It's so amazing. Die cutting and fussy cutting are two of my most favoriteest craft processes in the entire world. No, I hate die cutting and fussy cutting. I think the reason why I don't like die cutting anymore is because I broke my machine, and so I have a phobia that I'm going to destroy more stuff. Well, next, I would say mine is like that always. I we are here because that's how mine looks too. But since I stream with you all, I have to make sure my desk is semi clean so we can start. But when I'm crafting by myself, unless I'm making a video, I tend to make it up. Yeah. The other day I colored something. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a good color. If I can stamp and put ink on something that's not supposed to be inked up, and if I can write on myself, I'm like, yes, today's gonna be a good craft session. It's gonna be amazing. But I like for you all to be able to see what we're doing most of the time. So I try not to be that messy. So let me see. So I think now before we do this, let me see. So we got our card. We haven't did anything with wings yet, huh? I know we're gonna get there. I promise. We're gonna get there. So we got our card, and we got our sunshine. This is so plain, so plain. And I'm going to probably cut off some of the rainbow, but I'm thinking that I want to layer this because this is layered, right? Can you see? But we're just gonna go with it. Okay. So we got. So I'm thinking, follow me through, right? This thing says, "You are." Hello. I usually send this to my friends like, "Good morning, sunshine. Hello, sunshine. Make your own sunshine. Wishing you sunshine. Of you are the sunshine of my life." So I think we're gonna just put make no. Hello, sunshine. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Hello, sunshine. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Never mind. Wrong setting, right? Wrong setting. So I think hello, sunshine. So we put sunshine down at the bottom. I think we're going to have to glue this on first. Yeah. But I do want to do a base. I think. Yeah. See, this is how you all know that I am no professional. This is the one we're going to go with. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's cut this up real quick. Yeah. So, I've seen videos of people, I've seen comments and videos of people saying, uh, this isn't a real crafter. Because look, their room is too neat. Like when they take pictures of someone's craft room. I'm like, they cleaned it up for the pictures. No one wants to see a messy craft room at the beginning uh, for pictures, because you want to see what they have like on their storage shelves. So maybe you can get some inspiration, right? I don't know. I have seen people craft and they never make a mess. But that's what editing is for. I'm like, okay. But I've seen some painting videos and the person has a blast. Paint is everywhere, all over their hands and their hair. Like if you have never been messing around with ink or paint and accidentally touched your face, are you even doing it right? Is my only question. So we're gonna cut this down a sliver. 2, 2, 3, 4. But to each their own. And however you craft, and if it makes you happy, that's really all that matters. Now I've seen people use dyes for what I'm trying to do, which is do a matte and layer, and I can support that because sometimes, oh yeah, um, the kitchen table, the counters, all the extra closet space. Because mind you, I was single before I wasn't single. So some craft stuff is just inevitable to be inspired. But I really think, I know I just talked about being a big mess, but I really feel like being a little bit neater is on the horizon for me. And I really think I'm still not that person that's like out of sight, out of mind. I don't remember that I have the stamp. Yeah. Well, see, Samara's an anomaly because she has better self-control than probably all of us combined. Like she don't go out and buy frivolous things, whereas I definitely do. All right, so we're gonna use this. Yes, this is gonna be cool. I like that. Yeah, and we got this. And I hate wasting good craft paper that you can't even see anything on it, but that's okay. I mean, apparently that's what you're supposed to do. Kind of waste paper like that. I don't know why you would want to do that, but okay. We're gonna use this tacky glue. Yeah. I remember, you know, I remember this lady. I don't think she's making YouTube videos anymore. You probably have seen her. And she's like, before I started watching YouTube, this is all I had in my craft space. And I was happy with it. She said, but no, YouTube told me I needed Tim Holtz. So I got Tim Holtz. YouTube told me I needed, this. So I got that. She said, well, I'm doing she does a D-stash and she D-stashes like most of her I guess, YouTube uh, influenced purchases. And I don't think she's been back on YouTube since then. Like it's been going around for a while now, that video. So we all laugh at it, but secretly inside we're probably like, oh my gosh, she's so strong. She should have took me with her, because now I'm stuck. I gotta watch. I like the crafts 5642223 20th haul of the day, and I'm gonna go buy everything that they bought. So I do understand what she says. Like now I don't even watch like product releases. I'm just trying to smooth this glue down as best as possible. Yeah, I don't watch release videos. I don't watch come and craft with me from professionals that often. I do watch Crafters Companion videos, but I have been missing them the times or whatever. And usually when I get on there, I'm like, what's going on? I kind of miss the whole point. So I haven't purchased anything from Crafters Companion. They changed their schedule, and I'm not upset about that. I just miss it more now. Yeah, that video when I got it sent to me the first time, I was like, ooh, because I think we can all relate to that situation. Um, were you using regular Scotch tape and your cards look fine or whatever? So like, oh no, you need to be using the blah 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 blah. You're like, well, why? And the person tells you, oh, it sticks better. It's amazing. It's this and it's that, and then you get it. You're like, it's no better than mine. Like I tried that before with Elmer's glue. Like I'm like, what's up with the Elmer's glue? I bought it. It's not that great for crafting. You really do need a craft glue, because I feel like it's not as much water in the craft glue. It's probably something better. The video you never saw it, Nix. It's this lady. I don't know her name, but she comes on and she talks about how she was happy crafting before YouTube, basically. Before she started watching like haul videos and stuff like that. And she's like, YouTube told me I needed to buy this ink. And I don't know what she says, I can't remember. And YouTube told me to buy this. And then, I think she does like, maybe she had like 3 or 4 D-stash videos, and she left. It's like she left the community. Or maybe she just stopped making videos or whatever. Or maybe she went back to old her old way of crafting. If I can find a link, I'll send it to you on Facebook. You probably could just type in the search bar craft D stash YouTube or something like that. I don't remember the lady's name. She's a black lady. You have never seen that video? Are you serious, Nix? Are you serious? You being funny? All right, I'll look for you and send you the link. It's been floating around YouTube for a while now. A couple of years, maybe, since like 2018, 19. I'll look for you and let you know. See, now I think this looks better. I think you haven't seen it either. I'll post it in the Facebook group so you can see it once I find the link. And I'll tag y'all. If I can remember to tag you. Yeah, she's like, basically it's a fact though, like before you get on YouTube, unless you're influenced straight from YouTube, you you kind of don't know right from wrong, right? But then when you get on YouTube, someone's telling you like, oh no, you pronounced this word wrong, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, oh, you should try this technique, or you should try that because this is a better way. And not the people that's like crafting, but the people in the comments, right, that are telling you that you should do it better, or like if they don't like this about your whatever. I remember I watched, and I won't mention any names, but I watched this one lady. She's a crafter, and she came on and she was like, I am not going to tolerate the rudeness. So basically, don't bother me. And I was like, good for you. Because I think sometimes people think that It's okay to say nasty stuff and people won't respond to it. So you see how it's bowing a little bit? That's okay. We're going to use our other glue now to keep it down. I just always find some of the stuff that people have enough courage to write in the comment section. They probably wouldn't tell you to your face just because it's probably easier to hide behind a keyboard versus, you know, in your face stuff. I'm going to check again to make sure it's opening on the right side. I can't believe I never saw that video. If Heather can't find it, I'll definitely have to find it for you. Because dang it, man. It's funny. It's funny and it's sad because it's so true, right? It's so true. If you've never been influenced by someone on YouTube, good. But I know for a fact I have been definitely influenced by haul videos. Someone shows a product. You know, Stamp Girl here on YouTube, she showed this beautiful Santa Claus stamp, and I paused her video. This was a couple of years ago. I paused her video and went to find the stamp, and I bought it. I was like, I need that stamp in my life. So yeah, people are very influential in something. Someone else had showed something. I was like, I gotta have that. I've never been able to find it. It's this witch from a stamp company called Ducks in a Row. Yeah, they do. Some with the Stampin' Up stuff though. I've told you before. I feel like as much as the stamp sets cost, I feel like they should have a better shipping situation, cheaper shipping and handling. I feel. I don't know. I'm biased though. Most craft companies that you buy from, after a certain amount of time, you get crap for free. Yeah. No, you shouldn't throw it away. Just cut it off. Just cut one side, cut it, and then you have a triple base or double base. So you just slice that one side off and keep it moving. Don't throw it away. All right, so we got our four. See, we're moving on. It only took us 109 minutes, right, to get to this point. So I want to tell y'all a secret. It won't be anytime soon, but I am going to be doing a giveaway. Yeah, not today. Um, I'm waiting on a tick milestone, and we will be having a giveaway. My only concern is, and maybe y'all can help me out. I don't think I'll be able to send what I want to send to international subscribers. I might not even be able to do it to local American, people who have an American address because shipping is whew, outrageous. So, do you think that is yeah, you're right, Nix. You are right. Tomorrow is my mommy's birthday. hmm All right. So we got this. Let's work on our sun. Now, see, this is where you make a boo-boo, right? Because I can put the sun down right here, which we will. But if I had not glued this on, the base on, we could have cut it off. I do like to, once I get the base on, it depends on how much layer we're going. I like to go ahead and work on the card because At a certain point, the base starts to get too heavy and maybe you can't glue everything down properly. So we need red first, red, orange. Do we even do orange? If not, I blame NYX for not doing orange. No, it's unbranded. You want it? I can sell it to you. I'm joking. I'm joking. What I should have done is put all the sizes together because that's what a smart person would have done. No comments. No comments. Okay, so we got red. Yeah, only because you were away earlier. Yeah. Ooh, you fancy. You fancy. So I'm just trying to see where these things lay. Okay, here we go. Yep, yep, yep. That's 3. Red, orange, yellow. And we're doing just Roy G. Biv. Oh no, don't cry. It's not a bad thing. Green. But it's just your fault. That's all I'm saying. Green. Blue. See if y'all didn't know Roy G. Biv. There we go. I think the little piece that I missed, I'm looking for, flew off the side of the desk. So let's go ahead and do purple real quick. That's what my son does when he gets caught. He just instantly starts crying. I'm like, what you crying for? And he looks like, oh, I'm not getting a spanking. I'm like, son, what is your deal? Why are you crying? Nothing. Nothing. Mm-hmm. So are you gonna keep your Simon Says stamp die? Yeah. What you think? How does that look? I don't know if I like this now. Like we did all that work and I'm not feeling this rainbow sun combo situation. I know for a fact I want to cut some of the rainbow off of the paper. Is that too high? Oh, I would. Those things are expensive. Very, very expensive. Especially if you have sets like stamps and die. So no one has any idea if they like this or not. Am I just sitting here spinning my wheels, thinking crazy thoughts? Because if this card is a dud, we can move on to the next one. Oh, We can definitely move on. Change the background so you think a different color. What color are you thinking? All right, I'll just come back to it. No big deal. You like it? You sure? Heather, you're not leading me down the wrong path, are you, ma'am? Oh, you know what? Let's just stick with it. Let's stick with it because we didn't put our hello on yet, and maybe that's gonna make a major difference, right? Hopefully, and then maybe blue. Okay, we'll try blue. So what I'm gonna do first is bootleg a. Let's go ahead and do all of this. Let's glue this down. You know what? We're gonna stick with it because dag nab we set out to do this. We'll stick with it. Heather said it looks good. We'll go with it. Then we'll try the blue for next. So when you guys have craft supplies like tweezers and stuff like that, that makes it a lot easier to craft with versus being like me and just attempting to stick it down. Yeah, I didn't finish the decoration of this thing yet, so we're gonna see. I have some other stuff I want to put on the card. Now, just like, oh, I I didn't even get a card a chance. So we're gonna keep going forward and see what happens. And then we're gonna move on to our next situation. Now, I don't know if we're gonna finish that one. I could just say that to Friday. That's what we'll do. We'll work on this card. Wow, we used a lot of time for one card, but it's okay. I hope y'all all had fun hanging out with me because I always enjoy hanging out with y'all. I don't know who this person is that's putting this stuff down crooked. We're gonna cut that right on off. Do you work, Heather, today? Yeah, I'm not leaving yet, though. Don't worry, I'm not leaving yet. I'm not leaving yet. I set out to make something and by George, that's the dang plan. I do have a paper punch cloud that's not here, so but we're gonna see. We're gonna see because I haven't. I lost the inspiration before I even finished the card. So, oh, we gotta finish the card first. I'm just gonna rub this in. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I have to work today too. I have to make dinner and it's gonna be. I don't know what it. I don't know what all it's gonna be, but I took out the chicken on Sunday. It's gonna be baked chicken. I do have an air fryer, but I hate having to clean it out, and I feel like it's too small to cover everything that I need to cover. Yeah, that's looking good. This should have been blue, Nick. You're right, because it could have been the clouds. Oh, you know what? That is good. Go from one office uniform to another one, right? Because I know when I was doing Creta a couple of years ago, I was like, yeah, I need to put on my craft uniform. Definitely for PJs. All right, so we got that. Yes, this is gonna work out. This is gonna work. I'm gonna plop this sun right here. I always thought you had to like go in to work. I don't know what I was thinking. There we go. And I did put glue on just the tips of the rays of the sun. All right. All right. So, I have a Xyron and I should run this through the Xyron. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Guess it's cheaper. I have a chocolate city sim that comes in. I think she gets dressed for work too, but I can't um, be 100% sure on that one. Now, do we want to put this big bling here? We're gonna go with this dot because that's what they gave us this stressful little dot for, right? That I can't find now. Okay. I got dressed for work today. I actually changed clothes today, so you're not the only one. Even though I don't, my payoff is not here yet for momming, but one day I will get my paycheck. Okay, so that is that. Yep, that's looking okay. Let's adjust. Excuse me. All right, y'all ready? Hello, sunshine. We're gonna just um, hello right there. Okay. Yeah, no, I know. So have y'all ever heard of do as I say, not as I do? That's the situation we're at currently. If you're gonna ink this up, get your ink pad, your ink thingy, you know, your acrylic blocks for this mess. I am just being super duper. Hello, sunshine. We got it. Yay. Yay. We got it, y'all. Were y'all worried? I was. All right. So I'm going to use some butterflies. Momming is very, very hard. Because I was thinking that we could actually put a strip of butterflies across the bottom. Not this card, but of a few cards. But now I'm like, no, I don't know. So I'm going to put this butterfly on the end of this rainbow right here. Right here. It has to be a smaller one. And I may actually have to, sneak peek of what we're going to be doing later. Not today. Oh, this is pretty too, but it's too big. Oh, too big. All right, so let me just get the butterflies that I normally use. Oh, you know what? I did want to see. This is how you get mess. I opened this up and I'm not planning on using it. instead of just putting it right back right now. Thank you so much for less. I didn't do that. I left them out. So then what happens is I get mad at myself once I finish streaming. I have to clean my desk and I just sweep everything back together. And it's all a big jumble mess. Nope, not today. Not today, Sharon. I don't know who Sharon is, just in case y'all are wondering. I don't know that lady. All right. So we did it. Yay. We got our one card down, darlings. And let's get the butterfly. All right. So I hope we can find a small little butterfly to get this done. So I'm thinking we can go with a turquoise one, just because blue is my favorite color. Thanks, Samara. I really appreciate that. And then we'll do another one so it won't be so frantic, and we can all just be like, "Oh yeah, that looks good." So I'm thinking, hi Deb, no worries. No worries. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the shout out on your haul video you did the other day. I really appreciate that. I haven't finished watching the whole thing, so I didn't comment yet. But I really, really appreciate, I appreciate you so much. So I think this one would go good right there. I'm going to go on mute really quickly because I need to drink some drink. I don't want you to hear me gulping. Actually, no, I won't do that. Yeah, I was like, oh, you made me cry. I was like, oh no, not the waterworks. But I do appreciate it. And so, do any of you all plan on participating in any of the craft March Madness that's going on right now? Like today, not telling you to go watch it, but today HSN is Craft Day at HSN. And I want to just say it doesn't feel the same that the presentators don't go into the studio anymore. It just feels kind of like a Skype meeting. And I don't know how I feel about that. All right, so I can't find the fluffy tape. I can't find the foam tape for some reason. This is another reason that I do not really care for getting organized, but I'm trying my best. Okay, so we're making cards. Yeah, I was watching it and I have two things in my cart, but one of them I'm going to take out. I was like, no, I don't want to get it. Here we go. So now you can't even see the boo-boo that I made earlier, right? Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool, Deb. I'm gonna have to watch it because I want to move this over just a scotch this way. Let's go ahead and make another one together. Right. This hello is should be in cursive and it should not be on this thing, but I mean, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And I did have. I did. Words do not want to come out of my mouth. I did pull out some flowers to plant a garden. So maybe we'll do flowers on this one just to see. That is really cool. I can't wait to see what you create. I don't plan on doing any everydays of anything this year. Maybe in August when things are a lot different for me. Maybe then. But as it stands, I don't plan on doing any everydays. Yeah, I like to, and that's the thing. Like I feel like, excuse me, one second. I feel like watching them like craft really fast gives you inspiration. Deb, so you remember Friday? Remember Friday? I was making those stretchy bracelets. I finished the bracelets up, set the pan to the side, walked back and forth about 100 times, and on a 101 time knocked all the beads over. My son came in and was throwing them all over the area. So maybe knocking beads down is a rite of passage for beading. I don't know, but I was like, okay, that's enough. Yeah, I like I like jewelry making so much. I want to get better at it. So I have to watch it. Yeah. He was throwing them in the bucket, right? But they were bouncing because they're balls, and then he just started throwing them all kinds of willy nilly. And I'm like, son, no, go, 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 go. So this was not the brightest idea that I've ever had. One of my worst uh, ideas, actually. So we did two reds, so we got another red. The blue, I however flew off the side of the thing, and we will not be, will not be getting. Because I do want to kind of make them in the Roy G. Biv, but you know what? Let's just go with it. Rainbows can be whatever you make them be, right? That won't fit. Let's do some orange over here. Is this orange up in here? Yep. I probably got a bigger blue. A bigger blue. So yeah, I hope that you all are having a wonderful week, year, day, month. Today is the first day of March, and I normally say, "Oh my God, what happened to?" You probably already know that, right? You already saying that, so no needing for me to repeat it, because we need to stop blinking so fast. Need to stop blinking so fast. Okay, so we got red, orange, blue, yellow. We need green. We need a green over here. Green on aisle 7. All right. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down this way. I like, so before I say this is not to sound like I have a lot of great crafting supplies, but I really, really enjoy my scan and cut. But it's something about a die that, like with, like the stitching on here, like you see, my scan and cut could do this, but not as good as the die could. So I really enjoy dies for that reason. Although I feel like some dies you don't really need if you have a die cutting machine, like a scan and cut Cricut Silhouette, Glowforge, whatever. You don't really need a die for everything. Like basic shapes, you really don't need a die for unless it has some intricacy around there. I was watching I'm subscribed to a few male crafters here on YouTube, and he had a little short, and it was a TikTok short. I don't have TikTok, so I don't watch TikTok through TikTok. I guess I watch TikTok. No, I'm not. I'm not. No, I don't watch TikTok through TikTok. I watch them when people upload them to YouTube or Facebook or whatever. And the question was, which one is better, crochet or knitting? And he was like, crochet. I was like, yes, you are my people. His name is Mr. Somebody. So he does more fabric stuff, but he crochets as you can see. Because I just said that. Oh, congratulations! I'm not sure which one you got, but if you have any questions, I am more than willing to help you out. So over the holidays, the scan and cut was like, in comparison to how much I paid for my scan and cut, well, the big roommate paid for it for Christmas. I got the scan and cut too, and it was $320 something from uh, Walmart, I believe. So now the scan and cuts during the Christmas holidays were like two something. I just want to say that if you want a die cutting machine, you probably could get a really decent, inexpensive one from the marketplace, or Cricut always has those things on sale. I like the scan and cut. A lot of people don't like the scan and cut because I think that they're going in thinking that the scan and cut is going to do something miraculous like the Cricut does. It's not. It's going to do what it says. It scans and cuts. So that's what I like it for, scanning my dies and cutting them out, because I don't like fussy cutting. Even though I know lately it seems like I've been enjoying fussy cutting, I prefer to stamp out a whole bunch of images and have the scan and cut earn its keep. I don't mind fussy cutting, but I prefer not to. Oh yeah, Deb will be all over that. The thing is, I don't know if any. Well, I'm sure they could, but right now the market is kind of sealed on a electronic die cutting machine that does what the Cricut and the Scan and Cut and all the other machines do. Because if you notice, like the Cricut, from my experience, has you know what, ma'am? You are my people. I agree so much. Oh yeah, and plus you can, which is kind of cheaty. You can stamp out an image and blow it up. So you can stamp out an image, scan it into the system, blow it up, or you can scan it, blow it up on your printer, and print it out. So, so I'm thinking you can put hello sunshine. And do you think we could? We're gonna have to put these plainer ones. We could do some flower layering right here, just a few. Since Deb is here, I have to do 3 or 5. So. I was doing a card or a craft project the other day off camera, Deb, and I was like, if I don't make this 3, Deb's gonna get me. Not saying that you would ever say, "Oh, you didn't make that 3," but I was just like, I need to make it 3. I need to make it 3. What do y'all think? Is that too much? Is that ugly? Does that not look right? I always like to put stuff like at angles and corners for whatever reason. And I think we can throw a butterfly on here too. Small one. Well, thank you, Nick's Crafty Corner. Maybe we can make this thing a little bit. No, maybe this one. Okay, so we'll go with that. pull out the tape. I don't have my glue gun plugged in because I'm super prepared for all of my craft events that I do. And plus, I don't know how I would have it set up at this table while I'm at right now, where I'm at. Even though I'm left-handed, a lot of my stuff is a right-handed situation. I- You know, I don't disagree with you. I just find I like even numbers. I like even numbers. And I feel like I like how it looks. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being cheap with the supplies and that's why I don't want to listen. I don't know. I do not know. Hmm. We use the tacky tape. Tacky glue for this. So we're gonna put this here. And thank you, ma'am. I got that too. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Let's do this. So you should use your tweezers. I apparently don't get the memo about using tweezers. So, but we have that, and now we're going to come back and we're going to put the pink one in the middle. I like these colors, and I think that the colors kind of pull out the thing for the rainbow, which I like a lot. Makes me happy. Yeah, I wonder why that aesthetic is like that. I never understand that whole process. I wonder if it's because you learned how to do more stuff left sided. I don't know. Now I wish I had these flowers in the smaller shapes because I think that looks prettier. I don't know though. I'm gonna just plop that there and that there. Now my next question to you all, because we've been doing this for a while and it's time for me to bid you adieu, is on a Friday. So Friday, this little roommate is out of school, okay? And next week is spring break. I know some people don't mind little kids in the background. I'm not one of those people that wants to torture you with my child. I already tell you enough stories about him. But do you want to do a live stream on Friday? If so, we will be making. We'll talk about the birds and the bees. No, just some bees. So this is a bees crafting kit, and I want to use all of these elements. And I got this for $3. They have it at Hobby Lobby. Last week it was on sale for half off of Paper Studio. But I want to make a book. So what we'll be doing is using this, and I'm going to cut out some hexagons, and I have a beehive die that I want to use from Hero Arts, and maybe we can make a few cards. So the next Friday, and if we agree to next week or the following week, will be a bee theme. Excuse me, situation. But you got to let me know. Are you all game for a little crafting on Friday? Are you gonna wait until the following week? Because if you say no, not if you say no, but if it's no, then he'll be home next week as well, so we won't be doing it. Does it make sense? I hope that makes sense because I'm trying to make it make sense to me. And this is very not good, but we're gonna try it out anyway. I do have acrylic blocks. I just she lazy. So just let me know how y'all feel about that. So like Nick, if you had that hexagon paper punch, that would come in handy for B stuff, right? So I do think paper punches and dies. I'm not anti-die or paper punch or anti anything that I don't normally use, but those will come in handy at this situation. Oh yeah, okay. So I'll be here on Friday. Deb, I know that you wake up before the roosters, and I just appreciate whenever you do show up. If you can show up or not, I mean, I appreciate it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this right here. That's okay. Okay, so I'll show up, and if he gets outrageous, we'll just stop it. And I'll try to be here next Tuesday as well, even though he's on spring break. He got invited to a birthday party, so now I have to go shopping for his classmate, which is gonna be fun. So right here, you know what we can always do? We could find a solid die. It's no big deal. I shouldn't have done that, and I could always just come right here and do that, right? Or let's just do this butterfly. Oh yeah, you're absolutely correct. I want to try and see if we can't do that though. What you think about that? Is that too much? Is it too many butterflies? It's not enough butterflies now, huh? So I need 3 butterflies probably. I guess I could cut this one down some too so it wouldn't be so big. Okay. Let's just stick this buddy on here for us. And I do like clustering stamps, flowers, as y'all probably know by now. So yeah. So what we did today was make a big mess out of a lot of our craft stuff, but you want to do the flower? Let's do the flower then. Uh yeah, let's do the flower. What you think? I'm thinking should I have left the butterfly? Deb. You think I need to put the butterfly back? Because this is not gonna match now, huh? Okay, you know what? For Deb, y'all, I'm just gonna make this all the way. So does this count in this number? Like so now we have 6. So do I need to add another one to make it 7? I don't know. You tell me. So with or without it? I don't know. Tell me. No. No? Yes? Because then I guess I would have to put another one over here too, huh? And then it would still be an even number. You know what? That's why I don't mess with those numbers. All right, y'all. I want to say thank you so much for everything. Um, I really appreciate you all so very, very, very much. You just don't know how much you motivate me. I do want to just give you a health update. I said at the beginning of the video, but I did go to the doctor yesterday because I still wasn't feeling quote unquote my normal 100% self. If you can tell, I sound kind of nasally. So I went to the doctor just to make sure I didn't have like walking pneumonia, COVID, or any other flu or anything like that. I didn't think that I had any of those. I did think that I had strep throat for a while because my throat was hurting. Went to the doctor. I got a COVID test. I got a flu test. And the doctor was like, you don't have COVID. You don't have the flu. But it sounds like you're having respiratory infections. And what I have, I can't get treated with antibiotics because it's nothing. Whatever you treat uh, with antibiotics, I don't have that. So I am on a series of steroids for 7 days. and hopefully it gets all that gook out of me. And I have some nasty cough medicine that's been mixed together, and I take that every 4 to 6 hours. So when I get off, because I've been talking for a while, I'm gonna go take that medicine just to help do whatever. And I am following all of the rules that you follow, drinking lots of liquids, warm, blah blah blah. But I was not able to drink a lot because my throat was sore. So I'm making up for it, and I'm going to the restroom a lot. But I do want to say thank you all for your love and concern for that. I am truly trying to be on the mend, and I'm behaving myself. Thank you. I actually feel better. I just still feel like stuffy and congested, like my ears popping a lot. But I'm hoping the medicine will help drain whatever that junk is in my body out. Um, but I'm doing fine. I don't have COVID. I don't want y'all to think, oh, she's sick. She has COVID and she won't tell us. No, my test came back negative. So I don't have that. I do have the crazy lady issue, just crazy in general. And I'm not poo-pooing on anyone like with mental health. We all have our own deep-seated issues. Yes, I am drinking lots of water. I'm trying to stay out of the rain. I'm just trying to do everything right to be here for my family and my craft family, which are you all. So I do want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for your love and support. I will see you all on the 3rd. I have a collaboration video that I haven't did yet, but on the 3rd, 3 on the 3rd, and then you'll see me Friday live, and then you'll see me 10 on the 10th, and then you'll see me for the spooky Halloween collaboration that I'm in. I think it's called Spooky. I just call it Halloween collaboration on the 13th, and you'll get 2 videos from me because I have a project that I need to upload. So anyway, I want to say thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. Until next time, happy crafting.